Long ago, in the heart of the Nigeria, there was a village so beautiful it looked like it was painted by the gods themselves. The people were proud of their village, ruled by the kind and wise King Shango. He was loved by everyone, for his heart was as big as the land he ruled. He had two wives, Queen Olanma, who gave him 3 beautiful daughters, and Queen Achi, who blessed him with 2 brave sons. The princesses were known far and wide, not just for their beauty, but they were not the delicate, prime princesses that one might expect. Instead, they preferred to run barefoot through the village, laughing and playing with the village children. They would splash water and wrestle in the mud, their dresses often stained and their hair a mess. While they found joy in the simple pleasures of life, much to the concern of Queen Olanma, who often reminded them, "You are princesses, my dears. Act like it." But the princesses only giggled, preferring their playful freedom over royal elegance. The villagers whispered, "Why don't they behave like royalty? They're too wild." Yet the princesses cared little for such talk. They believed in being true to themselves, even if it meant being different. But as time passed, whispers turned to gossip. Why won't they marry? Their brothers are already married. What will become of them? Each year, a grand festival was held in the village to find husband for the princesses. Suitors from near and far came, showing off their wealth, strength, and charm. But the princesses were not interested in gold or power. When men came asking for their hands, they would find excuses. He's too proud, he thinks his gold can buy love. Even when a wealthy man from a faraway land offered to marry all 3 sisters to make them part of his 7 wives, the princesses laughed and splashed water on him. Frustrated, their father King Shango and Queen Olanma asked, "Why won't you marry?" The princesses smiled, replying, "When we find true love, we will know." They believed love wasn't something to be rushed, it had to be real. As the seasons passed, the princesses grew into young women. They saw their brothers happy with their brides, and they began to wonder, perhaps, it was time for us to open our hearts, they said. But they wanted more than riches and status. They wanted someone who would see beyond their crowns, who would cherish them for who they truly were. One evening, the princesses approached their father with a bold request. "Father, we want a festival of our own. A festival where men can show us their hearts and talents, not just their wealth." The king was surprised, but saw the fire in their eyes. He agreed, and soon the village buzzed with excitement. Suitors from far and wide prepared for this new festival, practicing their skills and polishing their talents, hoping to win the hearts of the 3 princesses. But the princesses had a different plan. On the day of the festival, after watching the suitors boast of their wealth and strength, they stood before the crowd and announced, "To win our hearts, you must do more than show off your riches. You must guess our real names." The crowd fell silent. Everyone knew the princesses by their nicknames, but their real names were a mystery, known only to their family. The suitors, who had come prepared to show their skills, were stunned. "Guess their names," they murmured. How could anyone guess such a thing? It was a challenge not of wealth or power, but of wisdom and understanding. As the suitors stood bewildered, the princesses watched them with playful smiles. They knew that only someone who truly cared enough to observe and understand them would succeed. Among the villagers was a man named Chinedu, known to all as the village drunkard. People saw him as a fool, but Chinedu had a secret. Beneath his carefree exterior was a heart full of wisdom. When he heard about the princesses' challenge, something stirred within him. "Why not me?" he thought. "Why can't I win the hearts of the princesses?" Determined, Chinedu followed the princesses, watching them from afar. He listened as they laughed and played, but they never revealed their names. Days passed, and Chinedu was about to give up when fate stepped in. One day, while the princesses were playing near the forest, the youngest fell into a hidden pit. She cried for help, and her sisters rushed to her aid. "Adelola, Adiz, help me," she called. Adelola and Adiz rushed to her aid, shouting, "Hold on, Tina." Chinedu, hidden in the bushes, heard the names Adelola, Adiz, and Tina. He had discovered the secret that no one else could. With a heart full of courage, Chinedu went direct to the chief. "I know their names, Adelola, Adiz, and Tina. The village gasped. The man they had called a fool had uncovered the mystery that no one else could solve. But there was more. Chinadu revealed his true identity. I am not just Chinadu, the village drunkard. I am Prince Chinadu from Izoto Kingdom. I came in disguise to find true love. King Shango was astonished, but he saw the truth in Chinadu's eyes. The princesses smiled, for Chinadu had done what no other suitor had. He had taken the time to truly know them. With joy in his heart, King Shango agreed to the marriage. The wedding was a grand celebration, filled with music, laughter, and dancing. The once foolish princesses stood proudly beside their prince, having found a love that was real and true. And so, the village learned a valuable lesson that love is not about wealth or appearances, but about understanding and seeing the true worth of a person. The tale of the three princesses and Prince Chinadu became a legend, told across the land, a story of wisdom, love, and the courage to look beyond the surface. And so, under the golden sun of the savannah, their love story began, full of promise and hope for the future. Please subscribe for more.